the National Football League, presented by... And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a man who upset the AFC champs in his first career start last year during the regular season. Out of Western Kentucky, here's Mike White. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go again with Carter. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his 2nd season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in here by Powell. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play. Yeah.
That too.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Jets first down.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Here's White. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
4 yards on the pickup.
Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Here's Berrios. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now White. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Throwing again on 2nd down. White. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Robinson on a give right side. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Powell. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing that puts them in that position.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the score. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. To the air again, Stafford. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Akers. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Akers again. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Checks this one down to Robinson. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On 2nd and 9, Stafford, his throw incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Stafford. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So out now come the Jets. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Hand off now to Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now with Robinson, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They run. Robinson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd any timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.